Another question for you. There's been a lot of concern growing around the impact of short lets on the mainstream rental market at the moment. So, question really, should platforms like Airbnb be subject to more regulation, do you think?
Yeah, I think they should. It's a very difficult one because I think if you were to look at the council of mortgage lenders and buy to let lending, you will find that it isn't allowed to actually have
Yes.
these holiday lets, these short term lets.
Yeah,
And if
in the terms
people
and
are doing that
conditions.
and they have a buy to let mortgage, I do believe that they will probably be breaching the terms of their mortgage, which is a criminal offence. So it's no mean feast to go
Yeah.
and do something like that, and it's really not a good idea. Plus, in leasehold, and I do believe a lot of this is happening in central London and other holiday places, in leasehold property. Now, in leasehold property, because we work in leasehold as well, yeah, you need to know your lease. And leases generally will not allow for holiday lets, for short term lets in many leases. So I think that there could be two serious,
Yeah.
failures of people that are actually letting out their properties for holiday lets, unless they have unencumbered properties or unless the lease allows for it. So I think that people need to be a little bit more careful if they are doing this. Plus, it concerns me a lot because I've come from a sector where I've worked, in my own business for the last 20 years, and it's a sector where we are offering tenants hopefully a long-term solution. I would love every one of my tenants to stay with me forever, if the truth be known, because I hate churn. I
Yeah, of
want
course.
tenants to be happy. I want them to be in a home that they actually feel that it is a home for them to make their own home. And most landlords are like me. They actually feel that they want their tenants to be there a long time. They want a good relationship with their tenants, and they want their tenants to feel as if it is home. And I
Yeah.
think it's this unsettlement of having these short lets is not ideal for our sector. It does give me cause for concern, to be honest.
Okay, so perhaps we are looking at more regulation for that sector
I think we
potentially,
should.
or
Yeah.
something we'd like. Yeah. Okay, brilliant.
Yes. Yeah.
So, just give me your thoughts, Maxine, on the outlook for the coming year. We've come to the end of a good year. What's your thoughts for 22?
Well, let's hope that. I mean, there are things. The government are actually trying to impose on us. And another one, not if but when, Section 21.
Yeah.
My hopes are that we can keep the Section 21, but I don't really think that's going to happen. So, if Section 21 is going to be abolished, then I seriously hope that we will get a more robust Section 8. Potentially where every grounds that we've got for possession at the moment will actually be considered mandatory grounds, not discretionary grounds. It's got to be more of a robust system in place.
Okay.
I'd also love to see housing courts. This is one thing that Siobhan McGrath, who's the president of the tribunals, has been campaigning for years, and I'm 100% behind her with that. I think that if we had dedicated housing courts rather than the county courts, which literally deal with everything, would make the system a
Okay.
lot fairer and better, not only for landlords but also for tenants. We are we are landlords, or we're letting agents, and we're providing a service to an end user, to a tenant. So we've got to have a fair system, and a fair system not only for the landlords and for the agents but also for the tenants. So I think dedicated housing courts
Okay,
would be
that's
a
interesting.
far better and fairer system all round for everybody.
Okay, all right. Now that's some great points there. Well, Maxine, thank you so much. That's been absolutely brilliant and a fantastic insight to what the president is doing and up to, which is great. But before I let you go, tell us something that we don't know about Maxine.
Oh God.
Put you on the spot there. Might be a claim to
Uh,
fame. Might be.
I love Formula One.
Do
I am a
you?
real
Okay.
motorhead.
Ah,
And I was screaming from the top of
at,
my voice when
at
I
the
watched
weekend.
that race on Sunday. Did you see that race?
Yeah, I did. Yes,
Oh,
you'll be a kindred spirit with our Graham Norwood, who's an absolute Formula One nut as well. But what a great race, but very disappointing, wasn't it? It was such a shame.
It was, but oh my goodness! I mean, the whole season has had us on our toes, and it's been a really exciting season. So
Yeah, it's been
so that's
one
something
of the
that
best.
probably most people wouldn't know about me.
Well,
My
there you go.
Formula
Who
One
knew?
passion.
You heard it here first. So brilliant. Okay, Maxine Fothergill, current ARLA president. Thank you so much for the insights, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you. And thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, Nat.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.